In this video, we take a fun look at goofs from the 70s super show, Charlie's Angels. Be prepared for goofs that'll blow you away. Who knows, these girls may have even given the A-Team a run for their money.
You missed it. I'll get her.
In the Season 1 episode, Hell Ride, Jill is shot at by bad guys with a high-powered rifle from a distance. She falls to the ground. In the wide long shot, you see her get up and start running to the other side of the car. But then in the next close-up, she's still on the ground. Now, I'm not sure what this would look like on an old television set, but it's possible they were hoping that the image would be too small for viewers to notice the apparent glitch in time.
I read about those.
In that same episode, something else occurs that is a bit of a mystery. In this scene, a guy named Eddie and Kelly are pulled over.
So she can drive home, you're coming with me.
The policeman has very reflective glasses, and if you look carefully, you can see what appears to be another person that isn't visible in the scene otherwise. Some on the internet have speculated that this could be a cameraman. But then, what if it's somebody or something else?
And for any further research, check under G for ghosts.
Believe it or not.
In the episode Angels in Chains, the girls are in the back of a crooked sheriff's car when they decide to try and make an escape using the very chains they are bound with, which leads to a cool car jump scene. Now, heading up to the jump, every time we see the sheriff, he's moving his hands around in the air as he's choking. But in the outside shots of the car, you can see the stuntman still has his hands on the wheel, of course. And for some reason, the tag seems to change sides on the car. You know, it's a wonder people in the 70s weren't scared to death to drive a car, because according to movies and TV shows back then, all it took was the slightest little bit of a dink on your car and the whole thing would just explode. I mean, every time. Well, I think there was one rule. That is that the good guy could not be in the car at the time of the explosion. Now, if you're a bad guy and you're driving a car in the 70s, you better watch out, because it will not take much for that thing to explode. In the episode Target Angels, Kelly and Jill steal a cab from this man. Later, when they pass Charlie's cab, and before it explodes, it becomes a completely different model of car.
You know, you girls go through cars like Evel Knievel goes through motorcycles.
Of course, that's not nearly as bad as one episode of the Dukes of Hazzard where they changed a car like 4 times in 30 seconds. Now just check out the damage on Charlie's cab. It looks to me like the truck is on top of the car and the hood is smashed open to where you can't even see out almost. Then they switch to the inside of the cab and you can't even see the hood.
That must be Charlie.
When Charlie's cab comes racing around, it's like a brand new car. This is definitely like Dukes of Hazzard, you know, when it generally heals itself every time it takes a jump. Or maybe this is just a clue that Charlie has some kind of supernatural powers, as we'll see later on in the video. I always love to see behind the scenes, but in the episode Consenting Adults, we see behind the scenes in the scene. If you look at the garbage can, you can see part of a camera where one of the cameramen is hiding out as Farrah Fawcett's character Jill rides by on a skateboard. On the episode Angels on Wheels, Kelly's Mustang is blown up. Well, actually, they replaced the Mustang with an older first-generation model, probably so as not to blow up a brand new car, but ironically would be worth more money today than the newer second-generation Mustang Kelly drove, even with its amazing 88 to 102 massive horsepower. Okay, my riding lawnmower has more horsepower than that. Before the explosion, Charlie tells Kelly on the car phone that there's a bomb attached to the car. How he knows is not revealed, unless I missed mention of it somewhere in the episode. It's almost as if Charlie has cameras everywhere.
The suitcase, Angel, the suitcase.
Otherwise, how in the world did he know to tell Kelly to go back for the suitcase? But why would Charlie risk Kelly's life just for that suitcase of evidence? Unless Charlie knew something that everybody else didn't. Did Charlie somehow have abilities far beyond those of mortal men?
Charlie, did you take Morris up on the deal he offered to replace my car with an identical model?
Kelly asked Charlie at the end of the episode, even though they showed us her car outside the agency. Did Charlie replace it already, or was this a goof? On the episode Terror on Ward 1, a nurse is attacked in the hospital. Keep your eye on this nurse as she runs out screaming, especially her mouth. Now, I don't know if that dude she passes is more surprised that she's screaming in the first place, or that she's screaming without moving her lips. In the episode Magic Fire, Kelly and Chris rush off to save Sabrina from a fire in Kelly's Mustang. I don't know about y'all, but if I had seen this when I was a kid, or noticed it, I think it would have made my brain explode. When they do arrive, it is Kelly and Chris that gets out of the car. I think. I hope. Oh, please don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps the videos out a lot. This next goof comes courtesy of the A-Team's Dirk Benedict from the episode The Jade Trap.
You can't do this to me.
When Face jumps his car onto the beach to try and run over Kelly and her friend, the car sounds more like it's on pavement with all the screeching you hear. But to be completely honest, of course, I've never been on a beach driving like a maniac, so possibly it might make noises that are similar to driving on pavement, for all I know. Let me know in the comments below.
What tangled webs we weave, huh?
We interrupt this program for a quick word from Freddy Cat Cartoons. Hey y'all, check out the latest cartoon, Freddy Cat Cartoons, featuring my new friend Robinson Crusoe. He's as primitive as can be. Oh, thank you very much. And now, some very cool Charlie's Angels trivia facts. John Forsythe, who did the voice of Charlie, was never on the set of Charlie's Angels. Whenever Charlie was shown, it was just from the back, and it was a stand-in. The Angels all drove Fords, and Sabrina, of course, drove a Pinto for some strange reason. One of the ongoing goofs of the show was that the cars in front of the agency didn't always match which Angels were actually inside at that time. Jaclyn Smith was the only Angel to star on Charlie's Angels for all 5 seasons. So who was your favorite Angel? Was it Kate Jackson as Sabrina Duncan? Was it Farrah Fawcett as Jill Monroe? Jaclyn Smith as Kelly Garrett? Cheryl Ladd as Chris Monroe? Tanya Roberts as Julie Rogers? Or Shelley Hack as Tiffany Wells? Check out all my other fun TV goofs and videos on the TV Crazy Man channel. Let me know which shows you'd like me to work on next. Well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you don't miss any future videos. And have a great day.